Carrie Jacobson, and I'm going to do a little video on how I make a sunflower painting. So I'm going to put a big sunflower up here. Okay. And I'm going to put one here looking up at it. Sometimes I put a little arrow to remind me. I have a bad memory. I put a little arrow to remind me what direction I want to go in. That's when I think I'll make this a little bit bigger. This is going to be my major piece. Okay. Going over the edge, which is something I do with my paintings. I paint around the edges of the canvas. So that'll give it some interest on that edge. I'm going to use a combination of indigo, purple, alizarin crimson to start with. Put some of the dark places in at the bottoms and the edges of these centers. I do know that not all sunflowers have dark centers. In fact, most of them don't, but I really like the way they look in my paintings, so I put them on. I paint with a palette knife. This one that I'm using is my current favorite. It's very soft, and in the centers of these I don't use that much paint because I'm going to be using an awful lot of paint in everywhere else. Okay, I try hard not to be really too fussy with the sunflowers at this point. So I am, but I'm working my way towards the centers in them, towards the lighter part. Ooh, that's the thing about palette knife painting. Yep, I had something I really liked, and then I went over it. Drives me crazy when I've already gone around the side of one. I've gone around the other side, but here's this side. Let's see. So here's my sunflower on its edge. And here I'm starting to put more paint on. There's a little bit of red with a little bit of orange. Ooh, that's a nice one. Okay, I have all the centers put in. I like them. They're sort of more patchworky than I usually do, and I really like them. So that's another sort of happy experiment. So now I'm going to start with the petals. I'm going to take a bunch of alizarin crimson and cadmium red, and then I'm going to take some blue and mix up my medium in that mixture, and I have it loaded on my knife. Can you see that? See how much paint I have on that knife? And I'm going to squish it. Load up again. Squish it. Okay, I got some Indian yellow. Just loaded up another palette of red, and I have some yellow on the tip of it. So, oh, there we go. Let's see if I put just a little. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Again. Okay, I'm going to go back and add some highlights here. So I'm taking some Indian yellow, mixing it with some medium, and I'm kind of squishing it in the center of the petals. Nice, huh? Try it with a little bit of white here. Okay. And I still need to close up things. I know that most sunflowers don't have multiple layers of petals like this, but, you know, these aren't real sunflowers. These are imaginary sunflowers. Okay, I am putting petals on things, on flowers. I've marked a few of the flowers that are going to be underneath some of the other flowers. And right now I'm working on this one. So I'm putting some yellow and orange. Pretty, huh? Mix up a little bit of lemon yellow, a little bit of white, pick up a little red, and squish and pull. It is important that you actually put the petals on, or at least for me, it has been, because if I don't, then I end up with an empty space that's very hard to fill. So now I just want to show you how to put petals on top of petals. The trick to this, if there is a trick to this, is using more medium and also being decisive. So I'm going to start with this guy in the middle. I'm going to squish a petal on there. I'm going to squish another petal on there. And then here we go. I'm going to squish another petal on there, right over that other guy. There we go. Right over it. Right over it. I'll load it up. Does that show you how thick it is on there? Okay. And like that. Some more paint. Okay. There's another one. I'm not sniffing because I have a cold or a snoot full of anything. It's just my studio isn't heated, and I have a kerosene heater on, but it's still cold out here. See, you can see my breath. Well, I can see my breath.